Hi Stanley, how are you? My name is John Faragelli. I'm the founder and president of the Potentia Technology Group. You were speaking with Jeffrey earlier today, a few hours ago, and he said that you were straight to the point. You wanted us to send you something that's personalized and give you an analysis of your website. So this is what I'm about to do. We do this in video form. It's a little more visual, it's a little more personal, and it actually helps you see what you need to do and how we can do it for you, how you can benefit. So let's get right to the point. Let's start with the website. Now, the first thing I see is you need a website overhaul, and it's the website is old. It seems like it was designed 6-7 years ago, so probably be a good idea to get it up to speed and sort of keep up with the competitors that are in your field. The first thing I notice is up at the top navigation here, the lettering is small, and it's not like it's impossible to see, but it should be a lot clearer, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples in a little bit. I also see that you've got links over here. Links don't generally sit here. They should be now these are all good links, but they should be as services that are as like a drop down, for example. And let's use Accenture. This is one. Hold on for a second. Let's go to Accenture.com. Now this is, I'm sure everybody knows Accenture. We've actually spoken to Accenture about a couple of things, so I know their site pretty well. They have everything set up: consulting, technology, outsourcing, industries. It's all plain and simple right there. And when you hover over consulting, you've got a drop down of all the consulting that they do. So something that I would recommend is make some drop down menus to group everything together a lot easier, because it's a little hard to find and locate the right things on your website. And it looks like you have some very good content here that we can leverage. But I'm just kind of clicking around here, and now I just get a little lost in where I'm supposed to be. So that's another thing that would concern me about the current website, and what needs to be changed is the services, the content, all the pages need to be grouped together a little better. Exactly how it is on Accenture. We can use Accenture as one of the reference points. Now, another thing I noticed is you don't seem to have any case studies that are visible. Now, it took me a little while to find the case studies. I know you have them on here, but that's another thing that should be in the top navigation is your case studies, and I actually don't remember how I found them. They're around here somewhere, but yeah, there they are. So your case studies should be available in the top navigation, and very easy for people to look at, because that's one of the first things. If I was looking for a change management consulting company, the first thing I'm checking out is who your clients are and what you've done for them in the past, because obviously I would want to know that you can walk the walk as well as talk the talk. So I'm sure you have plenty more case studies and success stories that you've done in the past, because you're a company that obviously has been around for a while, and you've definitely built up a successful client base. So this is something that needs to show on the website rather than just have one link here. We should really go into depth on these case studies. Like I said, you've got news here. We can group news under About Us as a drop down. This news is very old. It's in stale. It goes all the way back to 2007, which is fine. But the most updated news item goes to 2010, and that's fine. But we should really get some more news in there, and that's another thing that we can help you with is press releases, circulating them, and as well as new articles to promote and get more traffic to the site. Another thing that I also wanted to show you was Archpoint Consulting. This is another competitor that we found, and their site is pretty straightforward and to the point as well. Everything is easy to find. Their overview, their team is right here. What they do strategy, people and change, brand and marketing, everything's here. And they also have links to click on. Everything is clean, as well as their trust signals, their social media trust signals up here. Accenture also has the social media trust signals down there. We can do either one for you, whether we put it up at the top or at the bottom, it doesn't really matter. But that's another thing that you're missing on your website is trust signals, and people are looking for that nowadays because it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you need the social media. A little more on that coming up. So now that we got the website out of the way, again, there's plenty of other things that need to be done, but the things that I just mentioned were the things that really jumped out at me and said that, okay, yeah, we need to do an overhaul here. Now, what else can we do for you? We can get you ranked for the keywords that you need to be ranked for, as well as develop a social media strategy for you. Now, you're probably thinking, what the hell do I need social media for? Well, believe it or not, practically every industry can benefit from social media right now because that's where people are hanging out, and not only that, they're using social media to define and look at where you are in the industry. They're making sure that you're a legitimate company. Like, for example, let's use Accenture for example. Accenture has a huge social media following. So if you think that people in your industry are not using social media, think again, because this is this is one of your biggest competitors, and look at this. Look at all the activity they have on their Facebook page right now. I mean, they're constantly sharing links, they're constantly sharing articles, and they're interacting with people who are following them, and they've got a bunch of people liking them and making comments, and they're just really pushing out a lot of great content and further cementing themselves as the leaders in the consulting industry. Now, again, they do a lot more than change management consulting, but that's one of their biggest service offerings. And another thing I wanted to show you here was their change management services. I mean, they have it right here. They've got stay informed on change management, become a fan of management consulting on Facebook. I mean, they've got all the trust signals here. There's so many things for people to do and click on and look at, and that's one of the things that you're missing on your site. They've got their client successes here. Going back to the case studies, here they've got, look at all the case studies they have. They're right here, PDFs. Another thing that you guys are missing. ArchPoint has the same thing. They have a social media following, not as much, but it's there. They're definitely they are doing something on social media. Looks like they could be doing a lot better, but nevertheless they're there, even though they should be doing a lot better. But Accenture is a perfect example of how good they're doing. Again, they're not really doing much, but looks like they stopped in June, so this is probably not the best example as far as social media is concerned, but their website is a great example, and the Accenture social media play really is, I mean, it's pretty incredible what they've been able to do. They're up over 216,000 likes, and these are all legitimate. They're doing a lot of promotion on Facebook, as well as, let me find their Twitter. They're also doing Google+, YouTube, LinkedIn, which is probably another route you should go, is LinkedIn, because business people are always on LinkedIn. You should have a LinkedIn strategy. Now here's the Accenture Twitter strategy. Looks like they're pushing out content every few hours. I mean, just today, within the last 12 hours, they've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've pushed out 8 pieces of content, and they're just constantly engaging with their followers. And a lot of their followers appear to be people who are interested in what they're doing. So Accenture is really, like I said, they're really branding themselves, which they've already have done, but they're further branding themselves as the consulting company to deal with. And that's one of your biggest competition right now. Now moving on to the SEO, this is the last piece of what I wanted to talk about. Let's get Accenture out of the way. Is you're only ranking for like maybe one keyword, and there's many other keywords that we can rank you for that will drive more traffic in the search engines to your website and will generate leads and generate more customers for you. The goal here is to look at, all right, what are your focuses? Here they are. The ISO 6 Sigma and Lean, you've got organizational development, customized training, management consulting, okay, fine. Now we can generate keywords based upon what you do. Now, You've got change management consulting. That's one of your keywords. I believe you actually rank for that. But there's so many other keywords that we can get you ranked for. And I took a look at what you've done. And your consultant, let me see, find some of this. We can rank you for ISO 9000 and ISO 14000 consulting type keywords. There's also strategic planning keywords. There's also Six Sigma and Lean type keywords. We attach consulting to them. And this is a tool that we use, and I'm going to show you some keywords that have helped us. We type in Accenture.com, and we get some ideas as to, all right, what keywords are they ranking for? And this tool spits out 5,327 keywords. These are the keywords that they're targeting. Now there's all kinds of keywords here that they're targeting. Now again, a lot of these may not apply to you, but they've got change management consultants. I mean, there's keywords such as change management service. Like I said, ISO 9000 type keywords. There's all kinds of keywords that we can come up with that will help rank you and help drive traffic, because that's ultimately the name of the game. Is driving traffic to your website. You'll also have which industries. Now you can also type in, we can also do keywords such as healthcare change management consulting, and we can drive people to a healthcare page. Aerospace change management consulting, we can build keywords around that, because you obviously do all of these, and you say you have solid experience with organizations in a multitude of industries, so you can look at manufacturing change management consulting, military change management consulting, pharmaceutical change management consulting. Any industry that you want to target, we can drive in traffic through there, because those are the qualified leads that you want. You want to talk to people in these industries and say, hey, we've done work in these industries, so you want to work with us. And that's another way to sort of go into the back door and generate traffic that way. And that way you're not always competing with all the big players. So that's generally about it. There's really not much else I wanted to say in this video. You also have a newsletter. I'm not sure what you do with the newsletter, but if you send out a newsletter every month, it would probably be nice to have a good email list to send a newsletter out. And if you don't, then we can help you out with generating a newsletter every month or every 2 weeks, whatever you want to do, and push it out to people that you've done business with or would like to do business with. It's another way to get your name out there and really brand yourself in this industry. So that's about it. I'm going to have Jeff send this video over to you and have him follow up with you and see what you think. And I'm looking forward to getting a chance to work with you. Thanks a lot, Stanley. Take care. Bye-bye.